Man, the only thing with July is that even in this textiles-ish stuff, I'm not even in full leathers, and I'm just just setting off car alarms, but I'm also just sweaty, so we gotta pick up the pace. Right now I'm going on PCH, so beach, you think PCH, it's exactly what I'm doing, but here's the thing, PCH doesn't always mean it's gonna be a guaranteed beautiful sunset, really nice views, really nice landscape and all that good stuff. Oh, a nice lady, thank you. It can be that, and that's what this ride is, but the stretch of PCH that I'm going to show you guys is going to be more of a portion where there's some cool hills because it's in Laguna. Everyone, to my understanding, knows where Laguna Beach is nationwide. This is a pretty renowned area. The really cool part about this ride is that, you know, if you go north of where I'm at in Newport Beach, it's nice sandy beaches, but it's a little bit dry in my opinion. Again, still pretty compared to the average, but a little bit dry if you ask me. So, all right, dude, Jesus Christ. It's like if you're gonna go, then go. But this one's got some hills, it's got a few turns, and I'm gonna try to get some drone footage to see how it looks. Maybe you've heard of Crystal Cove, maybe you've heard of Newport Beach, maybe you've only heard of Laguna, maybe you haven't heard of any of these places that I'm gonna go to. But you should know them because they're really pretty. And if you ever do a cross-country trip, you definitely have to check these out because this is gonna be arguably one of the prettiest rides that you could do on PCH itself. The day that I'm filming this is actually the day that there was a pretty big earthquake in Russia, I believe, and we're waiting on tsunami watch. It said that if there were any sort of tsunami that impacted California, it'd be here in the next 30 minutes or so. Who knows? Maybe we'll get some tsunami footage on the Bolt today. It's always a little awkward when you don't feel confident shooting a gap like that and you just gotta sit here in the middle looking like an idiot. It's good times. Tires are nice and cold. Let's make sure we don't slip. Look at the harbor over there. It's probably looking real nice. Just beaming. Just beating the hell out of my camera lens. Gotta show this GT3 who's boss, right? Brand new one too. We're on the way to Balboa. And Balboa is pretty much just a part of Newport. It's where a lot of beamers don't use blinkers and cut you off. And where you can see really nice cars like GT3s. Man, that sun, I don't know if I picked the right time to do this. Because that sun is all up in the eyeballs. Let's see if this Porsche wants to smoke. Yeah, he didn't want to smoke. He saw the Bolt. He got scared, I get it. Beamers came out to play. This is where we shine. You can't do that, Beamer. You can't do this. The strip of PCH that I'm going to that I really like, it's such a small patch of the area, but it's so pretty. There's really cool state parks. There's the Crystal Cove Shake Shack, iconic food spot. Love riding there because if you're on a bike, it's just a hack. You get to cut the line entirely. You know, in the summers, it gets pretty freaking busy out here. But the people watching, the car watching, it's definitely second to none. It's pretty funny seeing all the characters that come out. Here's a fun fact. The ocean in Southern California is known to be very cold. And very cold usually means anywhere near the high 50s, low 60s. It's pretty freaking cold. But July to September, it's actually been closer to 70. And that is chilly, but it's nice. And I bet you didn't know that. We got past some of these cars just to run into a red light. God damn it. Cannot win with this route right now. Seeing all the pastel colors come out with the elderly folk wearing flip-flops and pants. That's just a little piece of California for you. That's what we got out here. As I was saying, we're almost at the prettiest part, or one of the prettiest parts of this run. But look at this, man. Check this out. Check it it out, check it out, check it out. No. That was actually clean. Done waiting for these yellows. We need to get this sunshine in here. Look at this. Okay, so we're gonna get closer to the water. But I bet that looks pretty cool in the camera. Crystal Cove State Park. It's really funny because you have the people who come out here during the summer to camp. But if you go left to Pelican Hill Resort, where a bunch of freaking a-holes pay $500 for a round of golf, it's such an interesting mix of people. Can we maybe bait a Mustang? But as I was saying, it's a really interesting mix of things where you got some camping and outdoorsy trails and stuff. You finally get some hills. And that's the big thing with Huntington, those North Beaches. There's not a lot of hills and landscape. It's a little bit dry, if you will. I mean, look at this during golden hour. It's pretty sweet. Pretty cool if you ask me. I think I got a rider behind me. Let's see what's up with the local Huz. Cool turn, Crystal Cove Shake Shack. Look at this. So, really cool food spot. Probably seen it on TikTok if you live in the area. Imagine this line. It's probably not worth a burger, right? But it's worth it if you're on a bike. Yeah, it didn't even give me a wave on that one. Now this lookout point, very cool, very scenic and pretty. I mean, when you're on a bike too, you can get away from the cars, except for guys with snapbacks and Corvettes. That dude came out of nowhere. Didn't even see it. Look at this guy. The Edgars are in Z06s nowadays. Back to my point, you could usually get away from the slower cars, more commuter cars, and you just kind of feel out here alone. This is Tuesday. I like me a Tuesday out here. I think the Mustang did want the smoke though after all that. Here's my favorite part. Here's my favorite part. This is the prettiest part of the ride. It doesn't get much better than this. I forgot what state beach this is, but I'll show you in the map. I mean, come on. Come on. It's so pretty. I mean, I want to know what guy lives in that house, right? Like, what do they do for a living? No one's waving at me today. What's going on with that? Woo! Then we got the cool hills. You know, it's hard to see because I got this super view setting on, but we have the hills in the background, and it's so nice. It's just a very pretty look going all the way down to Laguna. There's no super harsh turns. I'm sure in a car it'd be really fun if it's a little more open. But wow. Every time I ride this, even though I live here, I am always wowed, to be totally honest. It's really cool. It's really pretty. I was just about to turn around and go home, but you know what I totally forgot about this area is we have top of the world out here. And top of the world is kind of a vague term for a lot of places, but hold on. It's really slow U-turn, sorry guys. Top of the world is actually a mountaintop-ish area of Laguna Beach. And I think what makes it cool and pretty special is that you're going through the hills of Laguna and you're at the top of the world, per se. Here we go. Look at this. This is a Tuesday in the summer. It's packed. If you couldn't see, it's packed with a ton of people. This is just such a beautiful destination spot. I don't mean to drive so aggressive, I just want to get out of the way. It's so nice. Beautiful beach walking, really good restaurants, really good bars, really good dessert spots. It's kind of a catch-all in a lot of ways, and we just went through that dip of downtown Laguna Beach, so pretty cool. Now, I think we go left here to go to the top of the world. I could be wrong, but we're just gonna make a little adventure out of this. I don't think I'm gonna get footage of me going home. Okay, so we start climbing the hill. Legion Street, I believe, is the correct one to go to. Look at this, we got sundown People are testing my clutch skills at going uphill, 0 miles per hour. It's probably hard to see, but look at the hills up there. That's where we're trying to go. I'm just gonna keep that as my North Star. Just go to Big Hill. I'm going to Big Hill. Go, Sentra, go. Thank you. All right, we're gonna freehand this. It's pretty nuts because there's like a whole community in these hills of Laguna. There's library, food places, schools. Like I think there's a school right here. Let's do this. Oh yeah, here's the hill, Henry Hill. All right, so if you reach this hill, you make a left on Legion Street off PCH. Just keep taking the flow of that traffic and you'll hit this hill where you start climbing. And whether you come here really early in the morning for the sunrise or sunset, it's really pretty. Usually it's a little bit greener when we get some more rain, but it's super cool. Really should have pulled my shades off, but I can still see. You just got these crazy $10 million plus houses, by the way, just left and right of you. It's like, what, is everyone a doctor out here? Like, did everyone come from old money? I really don't understand how there could be hundreds of houses in these hills. I mean, look at some of these houses. Hold on, let me see if I can get a good view after I'm done focusing in on this turn. Like, in the hills, got their own gate, huge house. Look at this. I mean, I don't know if you saw that view, but good Lord. We're right about the time where the tsunami's supposed to hit us, so maybe we'll get some shots of that. But this hill is crazy, by the way. I can't imagine riding a skateboard down this or riding a bicycle up it. That looks miserable. Get yourself a bike like this. All right. We're pulling up to the view, and we're going to call it a wrap. One thing I'll say is, if you live in California, go ride on PCH and just go find a ride somewhere. Use an app, whatever it takes, because there are so many cool little pockets you can dive into, and actually some pretty historic towns as well. There's a nice parking lot here, but again, I'm on a bike, so I get to park wherever the hell I want. Should I just start riding on the trail and really start freaking people out? So there it is. We got the sunset, you got the ocean, you have every tinge of coloring on the spectrum there. I hope you guys enjoyed this ride as much as I did. I'm going to now overlay some drone footage of what it looks like up here just to give you some perspective, but super cool ride. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you on the next vlog where I hopefully go up a mountain and have some fun with it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.